What to Expect When You're Expecting is a romantic comedy drama that follows the lives of 5 couples as they navigate the joys, fears, and unexpected challenges of pregnancy and parenthood. Based loosely on the famous pregnancy guidebook of the same name, the film intertwines multiple stories to show that becoming a parent rarely goes according to plan. The movie begins by introducing several couples living in Atlanta, each at a different stage of life. Television fitness expert Jules Baxter and dance show contestant Evan Weber unexpectedly discover they are expecting a baby after falling in love during a weight loss competition. Although they are excited, they quickly realize that pregnancy is far more difficult than they imagined. Jules, who has always appeared energetic and confident on television, starts experiencing severe morning sickness, exhaustion, mood swings, and physical discomfort. Meanwhile, Evan struggles to prepare himself for fatherhood and worries about whether he will be a good dad. Their once carefree relationship becomes filled with anxiety and uncertainty. Another storyline follows Holly and Alex, a married couple desperate to become parents. Holly runs a photography business and dreams of adopting a child from Ethiopia after discovering she cannot have children naturally. Alex initially supports the idea but becomes overwhelmed by the responsibilities that adoption will bring. Seeking advice, Alex joins a local fathers walking group led by experienced dad Vic. Every weekend, the fathers push strollers through the park while sharing humorous stories and practical parenting advice. The group helps Alex understand that no father is ever completely prepared and that learning comes through experience. The film also introduces Wendy Cooper, the owner of a baby boutique, and her husband Gary. Wendy has spent years teaching childbirth classes and giving parenting advice, but when she finally becomes pregnant herself, she realizes the reality is much tougher than anything she ever taught in class. Gary's father, Ramsey Cooper, enters the story with his much younger wife Skylar. Despite Ramsey already being an older father, Skylar becomes pregnant with twins almost effortlessly. Their seemingly perfect pregnancy creates tension because Wendy, who is struggling physically, compares herself to Skylar and feels inadequate. Another couple, Rosie Brennan and Marco, reconnect after years apart when they unexpectedly conceive a baby following a brief romance. At first they are excited about starting a family together, but their happiness is shattered when Rosie suffers a miscarriage. The emotional loss leaves both of them heartbroken and forces them to cope with grief. Rosie's miscarriage becomes one of the film's most emotional moments. Rather than treating pregnancy as something guaranteed, the story reminds viewers that many families experience painful setbacks. Rosie and Marco eventually begin healing by supporting one another instead of blaming themselves. Holly and Alex travel to Ethiopia to complete their adoption process. During the trip, Alex witnesses difficult living conditions and meets the little boy they hope to adopt. Seeing the child waiting for a family changes Alex completely, replacing his fears with determination to become a loving father. As the due dates approach, Jules and Evan continue facing disagreements over parenting decisions, work commitments, and financial responsibilities. Evan also develops a competitive friendship with another expectant father, adding humor while showing how nervous many first-time dads can be. Wendy finally goes into labor after months of believing she understood childbirth. She discovers that labor is long, exhausting, and unpredictable. Gary remains by her side despite his own fears, proving that emotional support is often more valuable than having all the answers. Skylar also gives birth to healthy twin boys. Ramsey, despite his confidence, realizes that raising newborn twins is physically demanding, especially later in life. His experience shows that parenting challenges everyone, regardless of age or experience. Jules experiences a difficult labor and gives birth to a healthy baby boy. Evan is overwhelmed with emotion when he holds his son for the first time. The birth transforms his perspective, replacing fear with love and a strong desire to be a responsible father. Holly and Alex successfully return home with their adopted son from Ethiopia. Alex proudly joins Vic's fathers group, now pushing his own stroller. The adoption storyline emphasizes that families are formed through love and commitment, not only through biology. The movie ends by bringing all of the families together, showing that every journey into parenthood is unique. Some couples experience easy pregnancies, others endure complications, adoption, or heartbreaking loss, but each learns valuable lessons about love, patience, resilience, and family. The film concludes with a hopeful message: no matter how carefully people plan, parenthood is unpredictable, and the most important thing is facing it together with compassion and support.